So I recently watched Eddington by Ari Aster opening night, and here are my thoughts. So if you didn't know, the premise of Eddington is about this town in 2020 during the height of COVID, and the main plot point is that Joe Cross, the current sheriff, is running for mayor against Ted Garcia, the current mayor, who's running for re-election. They have past tension. They have a lot of past tension regarding Louise Cross, Joe's wife. So that's the main plot point. There are a lot of subplot points. They regard, racial issues, sadly, in some aspects. So it digs into that, but it's 2.5 hours long. I would say it's kind of like a follow up to Beau is Afraid in a sense. It gives me that same vibes. I've seen all of Astor's work, and it just gives me that same vibe of really tense and crazy stuff happening. But I would really say there are like two parts of Eddington. It's in New Mexico. The South has I live in the South, and I know there's a lot of political separations between different people, and so there's a young democratic liberal movement, and then there are some older people that are more to the right. Warning: there is a few instances of offensive language. I would say it's used in a tasteful way. I would not say that it's used to hurt anyone. It's just used to represent how people actually are. I loved Joaquin's performance. He did really well. Pedro Pascal obviously did really well. Emma Stone did a really great job. Even though he had kind of a smaller role, Austin Butler did a very fantastic job at his part. At the start, I was like, where's this gonna go? Cause I didn't know how I felt about it at the start. I was like, okay, so this seems interesting. I love Ari Aster, but it doesn't feel as strong. But as you go through it, you're like, okay, it's building up. It makes sense. I really love how it progressed. So yeah, I really love this movie. It's just I think it's some of Ari's best work. 5 out of 5 eggplants. Thanks to Joaquin Penis, and bye.